Hello survivors, I'm GP bringing you the latest ARK news, and today we're talking about what the future holds for ARK Survival Ascended, including not one but two upcoming DLCs in the lead up to ARK 2. But before we jump into it, I quickly just wanted to say a massive, huge thank you to all of my supporters. We've recently hit 9,000 subscribers, can you believe it? This means so much to me that you continue to support and share my content. I can never thank you all enough. Seriously, it means the world to me. Let's see if we can hit that big 10k. So there's been a lot of comments and chatter online on the ARK forums, on Discord, Twitter, pretty much everywhere, where people are saying ARK Survival Ascended is just a graphical update, and even going on to say that they very much expect Survival Ascended official servers to all close down once ARK 2 releases, just like what's happening with the official Survival Evolved servers when ARK Survival Ascended releases. But if you aren't aware, Studio Wildcard have actually stated that as they recognise that ARK 2 won't necessarily appeal to all players for various specific reasons, that they decided to go ahead with a fully next-gen version of the original experience to ensure that fans can continue to enjoy ARK for years to come. So this is meant to be a version of ARK that will run in parallel with the release and development of ARK 2. It isn't a stopgap that some people think it's going to be. It will continue to grow with new DLC content and continue to develop once ARK 2 releases. Now we know that in Q4 this year, that's October to December, that Survival Ascended will be getting a pretty big content update with a whole brand new DLC. We don't know what it's called yet. There's not much known about the DLC besides the fact that it is a canonical expansion, meaning it is part of the ARK story and therefore will be an official expansion pack, which will obviously come at an extra cost. This DLC will also be introducing 4 brand new creatures, which will most likely be wildcard chosen ones rather than community voted, and who knows what other items, mechanics or even bosses that it could introduce. Now this isn't the only DLC to be expected for ARK Survival Ascended, but there has been quite a discussion online regarding how the DLC will fit into the story of ARK, considering it ended at Genesis Part 2 prior to us arriving on planet Arat in ARK 2. And one theory which sounds pretty solid, and a lot of people have been talking about it recently and has been covered by one of the ARK lore experts, Neddy the Noodle, is that the DLC could very well be set within Arat Prime. I definitely recommend that you check Ned's video out where he covers it in much more detail. I'll drop the link in the description. According to the Explorer notes found around Extinction, there's references to a mysterious place called Arat Prime, which is believed to be located on the opposite side of the map from Sanctuary and is believed to be the original launch site of the Genesis ship. People have even been talking about Arat Prime since late 2018, shortly after Extinction released. So this isn't necessarily new information, but it's now more relevant to the story. And so you can probably see here why all the theories currently going around for this new DLC are pointing towards Arat Prime. Now that's all about the possibilities for the first new DLC, but what about a second DLC? If the first may be set around Arat Prime, then where is the second DLC going to sit? Or will it be a continuation of the first DLC, similar to how Genesis has a Part 1 and Part 2? In the Snail Games recent webcast, the CEO Jim Tsai spoke briefly about there being 2 DLCs in the pipeline. Now, I know we all hate Snail Games and no one trusts a word they say, and I don't blame people for not trusting them. But considering the first DLC is coming in Q4 this year, it does make sense that they look to fill the void in 2024 with another brand new DLC to continue the story and possibly bridge a bit more of a gap between ARK and ARK 2. Here's a clip of Snail Games referring to 1 or 2 DLCs in the planning.
Yes, hi, this is Jim. Thank you, Greg. That's a great question. So, since the ARK 2 been delayed, actually in now, then now to ARK 2, there's several of the DLC being in the pipeline. The Ascended is one of them, and Ascended starting with Unreal 5, and then the coming more DLC, 1 or 2 DLC that's in pipeline will be released before the ARK 2, and they're all obviously they're all in Unreal 5.
So there is a lot to come with Survival Ascended. It honestly isn't just a graphical update. If you honestly think it is, you need to read through everything that has been said in the recent community crunches. There's going to be new content, new DLCs, they're working on quality of life improvements, baby management changes, and so much more. I'm personally really excited about it. I can understand why there's still so much negativity towards it, and I do in fact support quite a bit of that negativity. But overall, I really am looking forward to seeing ARK Survival Ascended launch. And we are getting asset reveals every 1 or 2 weeks, which continues to build the excitement, as each week I'm wondering what they're going to show next, and I get pretty excited about it, even though they are just images of assets. Hopefully the next one's not going to be a rock. And that gameplay will be here before we know it. They are releasing it shortly before launch, but the summer will go in a flash. Trust me, it will just fly by. Survivors, as we're on the road to 10k subs, don't forget to subscribe to keep up with all the latest ARK news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.